In just a few clicks of a button, we can create invoices to send out to our customers. From the left-hand navigation pane, select Sales. In the Sales area, let's click on the New Invoice button and select our customer. We can tab into the invoice date field, select the date, and if necessary, we can enter in a reference number or delivery date. You can tab and click into the quantity field if necessary, or just simply type in a description. If you have articles already created, we can select them from the drop-down list and we can create a new line to put on our invoice. I can click into the description field once more and choose my next article. You can add an attachment to your invoice or change the layout of your VAT. You can also reoccur this invoice. We have two methods of sending our invoices out, either by PDF or via an email link. So let's choose the email link. Once the invoice has been saved, you will be directed back to your desktop and you'll see the ribbon telling you that the invoice has now been sent to your customer. You can use your scroll bar on the right hand side to scroll down to your invoice which you have just created, which is invoice number 9. And I can click into this invoice and view the history under the timeline option, so I can see when the invoice has been created and which invoice address it has been mailed to. From this area, I can choose to print, duplicate, or type an internal message. I can credit the invoice and also mark the invoice as being paid or partially paid, or choose to resend this invoice. If I click cancel, it will take me back to my main sales invoicing dashboard. So what does the customer see? So the customer will receive your invoice in their inbox. So let's go into my email account. And if I click back into my inbox, I can see I have received your invoice. So let's click into the email and click this hyperlink. This will display the invoice which we have just created, and your customer can choose to print. So let's close out of this invoice. So the invoice has now been updated in the timeline, and this is telling us that the customer has now viewed our invoice. So let's cancel out of the invoice to return back to our main desktop. We have a series of related items over on the right hand side, so you can choose to create a new invoice. You can even update your invoice template or create articles. You can sort your invoices by customer, by date, and even by the amount. So let's click on the home key to take us back to our bookkeeping desktop.